I will welcome you to the Wednesday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul today. And I have the energy of Master Jesus with me on ending the falseness about love. Ending the falseness about love. We're going to get into that in just a moment. I hope everybody's enjoying this increased activity we're experiencing energetically on this wonderful, beautiful planet that we have. And I want to say thank you to all my subscribers and Patreon members for being a part of this journey with us. It's been quite an amazing time, and it's going to get even more amazing as time goes forward with this increased ascension activity that's happening all over the world. Everybody is affected by it. There's not one single human on this planet that can escape the movements of these energies. And humans are responding. Yes, I understand. Humans respond in very different ways to this energy according to their own faith, their own beliefs. Everyone is going to react and respond to these energies very differently. The vibration of love, if you understand the vibration of love, is an emanation not from human contrivance. The vibration of love is an emanation from the Spirit directly. There is no concoction of love from the human perspective that does not originate predominantly from the very source of life that allows you to smile, to see, to hear, to touch, to smell, to know, to unknow. Love is not a function of suffering in any capacity whatsoever. Love is not a function of suffering in any capacity. And to be given the false idea that this is true will lead you into suffering. To believe the false is to lead yourself to suffering. And for those of you that are suffering, know that you are not suffering because of love. You are suffering because of fear. You are suffering because of lies. You're suffering because of things that are not true. And I came simply to echo this message again, that your primary function to create while in this dimension must be complemented by having an immediate, conscious, and direct connection to that which gives you life, to that which allows you to be conscious and to exist. The flow of an infinite spectrum of love, life, emanating eternally through, upon, and around itself at all points of time and space. At all points of time and space. To fully understand this, you must take your attention away from the seductions of the world, the seductions of the senses, and not that there is anything wrong with your senses, but to be encapsulated, imprisoned by them, to be separated from the life that you have through your senses is senseless. To not understand that you do not acquire life from this world. You came here to offer it to this world. The only thing that requires a form of life from this world is your body, and that simply requires food and drink of a good kind in order for it to exist while you exist through it. And you afford, your presence on this planet affords the divine, your God, your creator, to experience your manifestation of creation on behalf of its life. That which gives you life is exactly the same life that is in me and in all others. The distinction that you must learn to make is between what your knowing of the world is and what your being of the Spirit is. For being of the Spirit is very different than being of the world. Being of the world means that you are entranced and captivated by the senses exclusively, that you believe that what you think you know is exclusively what you know, that there is nothing else for you to know. And I want to clarify that there is so much you will never know in that perspective of awareness. To awaken now, this term you hear being spoke of, to awaken, to arise, to ascend, to open your heart to the love eternal within you, to come to this awareness. If you place that before all other things, then all other things will have a very different purpose and meaning than they do for you now. But to find the love, the life everlasting within you, to have a relationship with it, so much will change in such a short time for all of you in this world, to understand that your connection to the life that giveth life, to the life that taketh life, and yet giveth you life everlasting, that must needs be your first consideration. And to, of course, bring your children into their understanding of this life that is within you, this eternal kingdom of existence, of being, that is not limited to what you simply know through your eyes and ears, through your mouth, through your touch, through your smells. They are but shadows of the love that is within you. They are but shadows of the love that is within you, that you keep yourself separate from by believing that the world is the only source of pleasure that you should seek and pursue. This is absolutely not the truth. That the endless source of pleasure that comes from that which gives you the ability to believe that you see and hear and know, that which gives you the apparatus, the vibration, the sensation to know that you know, to pursue that love. To pursue that love first and foremost is what I came to remind you, that that love of that life that is the life of your life, to pursue and align yourself to this, is the first most greatest accomplishment that one can hope to achieve while living in this dimension. And it is from that perspective, from that awareness, that you would think and say and do things very differently. The need that you have from this world would be very different. You would need far less from this world if you understood that you have everything from that which made you. Even this world, even the air that you breathe, even the stars above, all of these things are given to you. And how do you entreat it? Where is your expression of love? There are many handfuls of people on this planet that have aspired to this love, that have reached this love, that are activating this love, that are doing this love in their functions, that their acts, their words, and their deeds are in alignment with that life which they suckle from, that they receive life from. And they know that they receive the bliss from this source, and they offer it to others as a banquet on a table to be enjoyed and delighted in. But all these acts must, at their fundamental core, have the primary understanding that reaching the love within, to realign to that light within you, and then to offer that light to others, not simply to give them things and to give them stuff, but to lead them away from the suffering. You may think that a good meal or a good relationship or a certain amount of money or a certain number of people will constitute that you have love. But we know of many of you that have all of these things and have very little love, very little joy. It eludes you. And then we know some of you that have no things of this world, very little of this world, but experience the great love of that light shining through them. And even the simplest thing of offering a crumb of food to another is the most exquisite act of love to those who have nothing. It is not about what you have, it is about the nature and quality of your being, that what you would do to yourself, you shall do to others. That is without question, that what you do to yourself, you do unto others. Do not become blinded by the knowledge and the wisdom that you think is greater than that of any man, for the wisdom of that which made you is far greater than any upon this planet. But all of you may available that information yourself, it may be available to all of you. It is available to all of you. Can you surrender this world, your desire to have power over it and over others? Can you surrender this and open yourself and surrender to that which lended itself to you to breathe, to walk, to smile, to play, to laugh, to have compassion, to have kindness, and surrender yourself to these things instead? Surrender the stuff of this world and offer the light that you have to it. Not your machinations of control, which simply give you the illusions of some form of false safety, but these illusions are not love. For love would not require you to have anything, and yet love would also inspire you to have everything, but always in love, always from love, always in service. Do you not understand that even the tree standing in the ground gives freely and freely receives? It does not demand, it does not force, it surrenders itself to the flow of the gift of its life while receiving back that which it gives also. And are not any one of you equal to that tree, that you can have this life flowing through you to offer to others and receive it back? Know you not that this too is for you also? On the issue of what you have or have not, this would not even be a consideration if you understood the nature of your alignment with that which beats your heart, that which allows you to breathe, to live in that physical body. You have questioned, where did I come from? You have questioned, where have I come from? And if you ask that question carefully, do not look for the answer in the world around you. Close your eyes, open your heart. The only response to that question is love. Love and life everlasting that is yours. It is like the air that you breathe. It is like this that you know that you experience this breath of life, and you are grateful if you pay attention, even in the body, lost in the flesh, even that act of breathing. There is great joy in that, even if it is but for a moment, there is great joy in that. And is there not that joy in that which gave you the breath? What if you pursued to know that which gives you the breath? What gives you that breath? Where does it come from? Search and seek for this love that is the life that you take for granted so frequently. Pursue that first and foremost. Align yourself to what I am already aligned to which all of you have a direct relationship. But for many of you, the door has been closed. You are made deaf by what you hear. You are made blind by what you see of this world. You are made ignorant by what you think you know. And yet, always the door is there in each and every human. The door is within you to open, to pursue this. That love is in you. It is the source of your existence. To pursue that awareness is to awaken to its light. To pursue the awareness that love is the fundamental root of your existence. And to pursue that within you, to not seek that you'll find that light in the world, though it does exist in the world, but you cannot see it if you cannot see it in yourself first. For what is within you, you will see in the world. So look within beyond what you know or what you believe. Seek the love that is your life within you, and the kingdom shall open for you. Know this, that love is the source of your existence. To feel this, to comprehend this, to align yourself to this first will inspire a whole new imagining of yourself into this world. You will speak and you will see and you will hear through love, and in that you will surrender your fear, for love and fear cannot exist at the same moment. And so in your struggle of back and forth between these two of good and evil, love and fear, for this is what they are, love and fear, what you call the devil or the God, this is what love and fear are. And as you choose, sometimes confusedly through these two, continue until you have made but one choice, that you will serve only one master and one master only. And this is not to serve in a form of servitude, as many of you have been taught to believe, that to be in servitude to whether it is God or another man is wrong. It is not that whatsoever. This is a vibrational allowing of love introduced into your expression, of becoming that which you came here to express in the first place. To align yourself first to the feeling and knowledge that love is your true nature. That all these other things that you have garnered from the world, all the lessons and all the knowledge and all the information you've acquired from this world is from this world, and it has its use and value, but only when employed by the hand and heart of love. Put all of this aside. Give up the world that you think you know. Not to give up the things that you have, to give up the world of what you think you know, to discover and remember that love is your true essence. As a vibrational expression, it speaks very differently, it acts very differently, it knows very differently than what this world has taught you to know. To align to that simple truth. And this is what I came to reveal to you. You are love. To pursue the vibrational reconnection to that truth, to distinguish yourself from the entanglements of this world's information and knowledge and the senses, to disentangle from them, align to that essential vibration of who you are and that light that gives you that vibration, which is love. And then to allow that vibration to articulate your words and actions, you will be a very new and different being than you know yourself to be now, in the vibrational understanding of what you are. But you cannot know what you are if you keep trying to figure it out. Stop the figuring out. Go to the essence of the vibration. If you understood even a small portion of what is said here, and you are seeking, if I am love, then how do I as love experience being? How am I feeling as love? How am I feeling as love? The moment you align to that vibrational possibility, you open the door within you to allow that frequency to come into your experience. You become that. You invite that, what you call the Father within you, through that process of alignment, simply in the pursuit of that understanding. If I am love, how do I feel as love? The pursuit of that knowledge must take precedence over all other things. And in the understanding of that which you are, that vibrational energy of love will loan itself to different energy, different thought, different behavior, and different experience in this fabrication of time, space, and matter that you are learning to create in. And to create is what you came here to learn, but to create in a very unique way, not simply to acquire and think of yourself as but a single body, for you are far greater than that which you call yourself. The single answer as a vibrational response to your inquiry as to, if I am love, how do I feel? The response to that consideration will begin to at least put your hand on the handle of that doorway within you. If I am love, then how do I feel? Pull yourself from the world of the senses when you ask this question. If I am love, how do I feel? For life and love are synonymous. Life and love are synonymous. And life is everlasting through love. Life is everlasting through love. That single question begins the journey of realizing your true nature and your reason and purpose for being here. If I am love, then how do I feel? Consider this question before all other things, before what the world says to you, before what you see or hear in this world. Close your eyes, close your ears, close the doors of the temple, and ask, if I am love, how do I feel? And there is only one response that you will feel in relation to that question, and that is joy and peace and excitement and playfulness. And from those emerge actions of compassion and kindness and giving from that vibrational awareness of your being, other than the vibrational awareness that the world has included you to accept. You may surrender what your eyes and ears are telling you and let yourself be guided by the essential nature of what you are. And it has not been said in these words before, nor in the books written, but it is said now that love is what you are. Pursue this truth. Pursue the vibrational reconnection to that which gives you life, which is love. You may call it your God or your spirit or whatever you may, but to connect to its essence in the vibrational alignment that it exists in is to liberate yourself from the suffering. Wow. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Diane. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Mario. I really appreciate that donation. Thank you so much. There is so much energy coming into this dimension, everybody. And I want Master Jesus, thank you so much. It's the idea that when you understand that this connection to love, when you feel it, there's nothing in this world that will give you anything to match it, although you can come to a place of deep respect and profound communion with things in this world when you see that God is in all things, that love is in all things. In order to see that, you must see it in yourself first. When you connect to that in yourself, when you connect to this question he's offered us, to consider, if you are love, how do you feel? It's quite profound what opens for you within. Yes. This is the simplest way that I could say to you the words that you have heard said, but were distorted by many. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And the truth is coming. It is coming to you. And I offer the finger showing the door. If you are love, how do you feel? This simple question will reveal that light within you that came to shine through you. Wow. Thank you. Yes. Well, thank you for the super chats, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Sorry, the energy here, I'm really hot and I've got goosebumps, and the energy, Master Jesus, just so powerful. Question from, we'll start here with, no, sorry, can't do that today, Adam. Question from Nancy. Can you ask Master Jesus what happened to my energy and motivation? I want it back. Thank you. He's saying, understand, you've been letting the world be your source of motivation, but that source which would motivate you is within you. What is love as you? What are you as love? How do you feel as love? Contemplate this, the very nature of this question, for you are here to say, I'm willing to surrender my suffering. I'm willing to surrender my suffering, Master. Show me how I may surrender my suffering. And I say this to you very simply. If you are love, how do you feel? Consider this deeply, not just as a collection of words. This question has a purpose and a function that can be felt when the function is carried out by the asking of the question. How do you feel if you are love, dear one? Wow, thank you. Thank you for that question, Nancy. Question from Drusilla. Is this constant energy I feel around me a being? Who? I'm going to have to decline that question, because he's saying, no, this is very important that people understand this distinction in energy, that we need to get back to our essence of self, not be lost in the construction of the world self that's been imposed on us. So I'm going to go on to the next question. What would you say to somebody who had a near-death experience and experienced the light, the love, and maybe you and the Father or others returned to the earth to live by these truths in service of others? Absolutely. There are many who have come home and seen my Father's face and seen my Father's smile and been graced by his light, but they have forgotten that they are to carry it. Again, your notions of my Father are that he is in a place other than where you are, but he is within you right now as the life that you are experiencing. The question, how do you feel as love, will echo the answer you are seeking to your question. And when you experience that light, it is the light of love. And what does love say? What does love do? What are the acts, the words of love? What are these? They will be very different than what you remember. And those that brought the life back, many of them tend to go back to who they believe they were before the light touched them and graced them, reminding them that love is within you. The light is within you. You are the light. You are the love. But to know and to feel this, to relinquish the old self, to articulate your expression from love, do this. Not the love that humans have made up for control and power and the pleasure of your sensations, but the love that says, let me nurture this one. Let me heal this one. Let me educate this one. Let me guide this one to their expression of the Most High. Love is very different. Love does not take, nor hoard, nor hinder. It is very abundant. It does not restrict. It does not store up in barns as you do. Wow. Thank you so much for that question. Thank you. Great questions today, guys. Tanya's asking, was the Bible meant for us to go by? The book of Revelation speaks of times we're living. Please understand that while my words were used, they were used in a very deceptive fashion, in that the truth was covered by the masks of lies, but the truth still exists within these great works. But understand that to find the truth among the lies is very difficult, and those that perpetuated the lies maintained them so you would be hidden from the truth. But all of you in those words have sensed and know that the truth is contained within. But the truth is very simple. It does not require many thousands of pages to articulate the truth to you that love is your life. You are love, and an extension of that life that is love. Understand this, and you'll need but one single word: love. And from that, all good proceeds. There are many ways that others have found to lead others back to this light, but this simple question can loan itself to the most profound and simple result. How do you feel if you are love? If you are love, how do you feel? This simple question has but one answer. And if you pursue the truth of that answer, that truth shall set you free. Thank you for that question. Great question. Thank you, Diane, for that super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Drusilla. Really appreciate those words, that super chat. Thank you so much. Wow. Gina's asking, how can I focus on love so that I can expand in love and positivity? As it has been said, when you are in love, there is no other. You cannot betray your love. When you are with it, there is no betrayal in love. There is no betrayal in love. Please understand the great lie. Love cannot hurt. Love will not hurt. Love lifts and inspires life and takes it to its greatest pinnacle of perfection. Only fear can cause you suffering and all of its children, as love and all of its children can only cause joy, expansion, greatness, gratitude, prosperity. Love can do this. Fear cannot do this. This is how you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Yes. So many of you are so preoccupied with understanding the life that I lived, but I lived with the same life that you live with now. The only distinction is I know I live with it and you do not, but you still live with it. Nonetheless, it is like you are in a house in but one room and have not opened another door to know who else lives in the house with you. So who I have known and who were my progenitors when I was in a biological incarnation is irrelevant in the context of what I'm saying to you. That it is so important that you understand that you are love. The nature and source of what you are is the most important pursuit of your existence, the most important opportunity for you to utilize the life that you've been given, that is yours, to articulate your love's expression from love itself. Is that not a wondrous consideration, to express your life as love from love itself? Consider this. That is far more important than how much money you will have or not have, or how many clothes you will have or not have, or how many friends you will or will not have. What is your expression from love, if love is what you are? That is the question that deserves your answer. Wow, thank you, brother. Got time for 2 more questions. He says we got time for more if you like. But Animo is asking, is this the message that you intended when you said, he who knows the all but fails to know himself lacks everything? You may say this as you have said it, and it shall be true if you understand the truth. Again, the pursuer is the pursued in the context that you place your question. Love is what you are. And that point where you recognize that truth, then you and the Father are one. And your actions will be very different, far more expansive and comprehensive, until you understand that there's no thing you can say or do that does not affect all things, all places, all spaces. The immaculate nature of what you are in your essence and how it would express here is significantly different and loans itself to a world that you have not seen yet. But quite simply, to know you are love. And to know this, there is no more pursuit. Then there is just the existence of the expression of love, that which you are. When you are one with it, this question will be irrelevant. But you are close. You are very close now. Drusilla is asking, how can we remember? And he's saying, ask the question. Ask the question. Close your ears, close the gates of your temple, and sit in silence and ask the question. If I am love, how do I feel? Ask the question, and you shall receive an answer. But close your eyes and your ears from this world. Close your eyes and ears from the thoughts of this world. Close yourself off from the world and ask this question. How do I feel if I am love? And you will have your answer. You will have your answer. Great questions, everybody. Wow, thank you so much. And thank you everybody for your super chats today. Just so you know, question from Marjorie. The transition we are in of the 12 new energy beings coming in as the old forms of guides and masters ascend, what do you recommend we do to connect to the new energy? He's saying, you have heard me say this many times to all of you before I even asked your questions, and even before you asked your questions, I have said your answers. Ask this question: if I am love, how do I feel? And in the answer to that question, in the vibrational connection that you experience in response to your asking, you will receive a vibration. If I am love, how do I feel? And in your attentiveness to the response that will not be of this world, you will have your answer. And what you will say and what you will do from that state of what you are as love is very different than what the world has taught you to think or believe or say or do. The offerings of love are life. The offerings of fear are suffering. It is that simple. Wow. So grateful. Question from Betsy. Yes, as you have loved your father, you have loved me also. In the asking of this question, that can never be repeated too many times, for how can the truth ever become tiresome? That question, who are you if you are love? How do you feel if you are love? That will lead you to the answer that you already know in your heart. For the nature of asking me this question tells me you already know in your heart that love is our light. It is what connects us all. It will always remain that way. Even if the door is closed, I am still on the other side, waiting for you to open it. Holly's asking, how can I share your name and teaching with my goddaughter? It is important you understand that the acts and words of love are pure. Learn to distinguish between the words of men and the words of love. They are very different. Although there are many on this world, many handfuls of men that have learned to articulate the vibrational essence of love as an offering in word, in vibration. But understand that this must be realized within you as well. This dear one already exists in love. How do you exist in love? For what you will say to her, what you will teach her, what you will feed her, where you will take her, how you will interact with her from love is very different than how you will do such things from fear. And there are only these two to serve. You cannot serve them both, love or fear. And fear and the children of fear are very different expressions than love and the children of love and its expressions. But this is how you'll know if you are in alignment with who I am. For you will know by what you say and what you do and the fruit that it bears. Wow. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, guys, this has been amazing. I want to thank Master Jesus for being present. He's always so powerful when he comes in here. It's funny that even my own limitations get out of the way. I love that. If you've liked this video, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and give the video a thumbs up if it's touched your heart in any way, shape, or form. Share this information with others. There is such a profound time in human collective unconsciousness right now that we all need to do the best we can to align to this vibrational state of life. And there's so many things in this world that are lost in fear. He's saying to me right now, there is only those that are lost and not found that are what you call the troublemakers in your world. They are simply lost in fear and have not found love. And those that are lost need those that are found to help those that are lost find themselves again. Remember, be of love, not of fear. Thank you. This Friday, April the 22nd, I've got the Ascended coming in, and it's going to be the resurrection of your soul as an act of volition. And that's going to be this Friday, April the 22nd, on the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul at 10 a.m. The resurrection of your soul. And I've always been told for a number of years now, the word soul is an acronym for spirit of universal light or love. You can substitute the L for love. I prefer the sequence of spirit of universal light and love. That's what soul, your soul is. It's what the divine is too, by the way. The spirit of universal light and love. And then the meditation on Saturday, I have not gotten any downloads about what the meditation is going to be for on the Saturday, Supernatural Saturday. But I want to say thank you to everyone for your questions today. I want to thank Master Jesus for being present. Thank you to my patrons for supporting this channel. If anybody wants to support the channel, you can go to my Patreon page. There's a link below the videos. And you can support my channel that way. We donate a percentage of everything that comes into a group called Our Underground Railroad, which is a group that is dismantling the child sex trade industry. So we support them with whatever we get in. So know that you're supporting a good cause that way too. And for those of you that have heard that we have courses and classes, you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you can check out the course and class. We have our Mediumship 103 Masterclass and our Mediumship 104 Masterclass coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I encourage you to go, and if you want to learn how to connect to and liberate yourself from the stuff from this world, get your mind, reclaim your mind from the madness of this world, I encourage you to consider taking our courses and classes. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody for showing up today. Have yourselves much wonderful day and enjoy. Have much love. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. Thank you for your time, and I will see you guys on Friday at 10 a.m. Bye, everybody.